Today, I've got a wild story from our slash TIFU that will make you think twice about your next Amazon delivery. This one's all about a mix-up that led to an unexpected and somewhat hilarious adventure. Buckle up, because this is the case of the suspicious Amazon delivery. So, our story begins with a Reddit user who was eagerly awaiting the arrival of their new phone. You know the feeling when you're just counting down the hours until you can unbox your shiny new gadget? That was them too. But there was a twist. You see, when their new phone finally arrived, something seemed off. The box was surprisingly light. At first, they brushed it off, thinking it might just be packaging. Little did they know, this was just the beginning of their misadventure. The delivery guy handed over the package with a smile, and the user, eager to test out their new phone, barely paid attention. They opened the box only to find it contained nothing. Well, almost nothing. There was some foam padding, but no phone. Imagine their shock when they realized the box was empty. After a brief moment of panic, they checked their security cameras to see if anything had gone wrong during the delivery. And what did they see? The delivery guy, after dropping off the package, was walking away with something in his hand, their old phone. It turns out the delivery guy had swapped out the new phone for the old one and was casually walking away with it. Talk about a bold move. Now, here's where things get even more complicated. The user, in their frustration and panic, decided to send a thank you message to the delivery guy. That's right, they thought they were communicating with a legitimate delivery person. They sent a message, thanking him for the quick delivery. Of course, they didn't get a response, because the delivery guy was actually a scammer who had just stolen their phone. Eventually, the user had to deal with a whole mess of customer service calls, police reports, and a lot of stress. They managed to recover their new phone after some legal and logistical wrangling. But the whole ordeal was a painful reminder of how careful you need to be with deliveries and scammers. So, what's the takeaway from this story? Always be vigilant with your deliveries, check your packages thoroughly, and maybe keep an eye on those security cameras. And if something feels off, trust your instincts and double-check everything. Thanks for tuning in to this crazy tale of the suspicious Amazon delivery. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more wild and amusing TIFU moments, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. And hey, if you have your own TIFU story, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. Until next time, stay curious and keep laughing. Story 2. This next story is about a text message gone hilariously wrong. So, buckle up as we dive into the accidental text to the entire family group chat. Imagine having just survived the chaos of a major delivery mix-up. Now you're trying to unwind and focus on something a bit more heartwarming, planning a special surprise for your partner. You're in full surprise mode, ready to finalize the details and make everything perfect. Seems like a great plan, right? But here's where things take a turn. Our Reddit user was so caught up in making sure their surprise went off without a hitch that they made a small but hilarious mistake. They were coordinating a special surprise and needed to discuss some details. Instead of sending their messages privately, they accidentally blasted their entire conversation to the family group chat. You know, the one with mom, dad, siblings, and even grandma. Can you imagine the shock when their family saw everything from surprise plans to personal messages they were never meant to see? The reaction must have been priceless, a mix of confusion, surprise, and probably some hearty laughs. Family members were left trying to piece together what was happening while others were just enjoying the unexpected and rather personal reveal. The Reddit user quickly realized the blunder and scrambled to explain the mix-up. Despite the initial embarrassment, the family took it all in stride, and the surprise still managed to be a hit. But one thing's for sure, that family group chat had a new story to talk about for a long time. So, what can we learn from this story? Always double-check who you're sending messages to, especially when discussing surprises or sensitive topics. And remember, sometimes the best stories come from our little slip-ups. Thanks for joining me for this hilarious mix-up. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more entertaining TIFU moments, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Have your own funny or awkward text story? Share it in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and keep laughing.